Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Mayfield on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Browns.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he'll let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Jaguars. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Three and a half to go, first quarter. Now Burrow to throw on second down. On the slant, this is Chark. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Play action. It's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 27, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of
9 yards that time.
And the Browns first down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Intended for Austin.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Play fake. Mayfield on the move to his left. Going deep. And got his man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there. A first down. On the carry, it's Chubb. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
To Nick Chubb.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 25. 5 yards on the pickup. And it'll move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The Browns ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield off the play fake. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Austin Seibert for the Browns field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Mayfield now. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete.
Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
To the air again, Burrow. And he'll let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Again, it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield steps away to his left. That's out to Chubb, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At their 49-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Browns.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield with it once more. They set up the screen to Chubb. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's make these big ones run. Let's make these babies
They run it again with Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Jags grab it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Austin Seibert now for the Browns field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action with Burrow. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score Browns 13, Jaguars 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And again, it's Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Westbrook now on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
57, Mike 57. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
About to find out. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. It's long. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Yeah, let's go sandwich. 57, Mike 57. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Jaguars 17. Browns 13.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete.
Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin with a quick throw out left. 7 yards, the pickup there. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
It's 2nd down.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Browns 20.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. For it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 8-yard line.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Nick Chubb.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Chubb. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield, and this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they go play action now. Burrow. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's long. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Burrow on play action. They'll find Everett there, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Browns, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.